along with me. It's going to be fun. Hey Hydro fam, how you doing today? Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I have always struggled with, and I think a lot of people with different abilities will always probably struggle with this, and that is communication. Now, communication is a huge part of everyone's life. It's how we talk, it's how we tell people, that we love them or that we need help with something. And that has always been hard for me because getting words from my brain to my mouth has always been a big struggle. Now, when I was little, it was really difficult because I don't think I started talking until I was about 3 years old. And at 3 years old, I was only saying like 3-word sentences. So that was sort of hard. I hear like kids would talk to me and they would go away because I didn't know what they were saying, and so I just shrugged them off. And it was like, why aren't you wanting to go down the slide with me? Or can you help me with the sandcastle? And I couldn't get the words out. And so kids would get really frustrated with me. And at 3 years old, I didn't understand what frustration was. I didn't understand what they wanted me to do. And also I found that at kindergarten, teachers would brush me off and treat me like the other kids because they thought I didn't have a disability. And sometimes I would get in trouble because I was doing something that they asked, but it was the wrong instruction. And that's where communication is really important, because you have to have simple instructions to help people who have different abilities, because if you give them instructions but are wrong, you're going to get something completely different. Like growing up, I learned my communication skills and how I cope with the strategies of communication. Now, my mum and dad were brilliant at helping me, at talking with me and understanding how I think, especially my mum, because my mum still to this day knows what I'm thinking, and if someone says something to me that is a bit confusing, she tells me later what they were telling me. I'm like, well, why didn't they tell me like that? Because that's simpler, So it's like things like that have really helped me. Like my parents, they've really helped me. I've come a long way, but it was hard, especially as a kid, because I did not understand a lot of the time about what people was talking about and how to answer them, because I didn't probably have the answer. So that was really hard. And also when it came to bullying, like when kids would bully me, I found that hard because I'd go into my little shell and I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, when I shouldn't have been sorry, And I wish I could go back and stand up for myself, but we can't rewind, unfortunately. I've learned from my mistakes, and I've learned to stand up for myself. You have to learn to say no, it's not okay to do that, or please don't do that because I don't like it. And so I would have been the total opposite when it came to me as a kid and I was getting bullied. Another tool that helped me, not just my mum and dad, but there was also this game called Simon Spells It Out and Simon Sounds It Out. And because I was still learning how to read, it was also a good communication skill to have, because it was like they were asking me what they were saying, so I would read it back as well as talk it back, because that was how I learned. I am a visual learner, and that is okay. So I guess what I'm saying is take your time. Don't rush it. You know, if your brain is slow like mine and you have to think about what you say before you say it, that's a good thing, because it's okay. It's taken me a long time to learn communication too, and I'm still learning. You know, these videos have helped me with my communication. When I first started YouTube, my editing skills weren't the greatest because my videos, it was hard for me to do videos and talk like this. Now I just ramble. This is another way of how I communicate is with you guys. Find things that will help you to learn how to communicate with other people. It might be a game, it might be something on a computer that helps you learn how to communicate. It might be even just having a coffee with someone, and like your favorite people, and asking them how their day was, or what are they going to do in 2 weeks time, you know. And it's getting out there and having and saying your words instead of having them in your head, because they're not going to get out unless you talk. Thank you for watching Hydro Hayley. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight of how communication has been a difficult struggle for me. Please like and subscribe, and if you're new to the Hydro fam, a big welcome to you. It is always cool to have new subscribers and followers on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I'm gonna go to sleep now.